Every art form has storytelling embedded in it. Now, this project is a beautiful example of spatial storytelling. So we were approached by our client, and he wanted a house to meet up with his family, and it's in Lucknow. He came up with a beautiful suggestion. He said that as children, they would come together over stories of the Ramayana, and if this house, which was meant for him to interact with his siblings, could bring in the same essence, it would be wonderful for all of them to reminisce the old days. It's an exercise which balances out both maximalism and minimalism depending on which area of the house you are in. And the materials that we've used to tell the story is wood primarily, which is the accent material of the house. I think wood is a lovely sustainable material, for instance, and we can reuse it, and it gives a warmth like no other material does. Makes it feel like home. I mean, I can use all the stone in the world, but I think it's the wood that brings the warmth into a house. So, and especially when we are dealing with Indian interiors, wood plays a great role. We have substitutes for wood, and I think we should definitely be using it. We need to save timber as well. So we certainly don't mind the artificial materials. This house has a combination of all three. It has got real wood, it has got refurbished wood, it has got veneers, and it has got laminates, depending upon where it's being used. For instance, if it is a surface that needs to be wiped off clean very regularly, it will have a laminate. The wardrobe interiors, of course, need to be easy to manage, so they have laminate. Paneling, ceiling, they're all veneered. So that's how we've used multitude of finishes based on where we are using it. And of course, budget is also something that we need to factor in, because all of them come in different budget families. This is a very beautiful space. Rather, it's one of my personal favorites in the house. So you have this lovely handcrafted dining table, and then just to accentuate that, we've given a nice small piece of veneered ceiling at the top. So the master bedroom, which is where the story ends, is supposed to represent a palace, and that's the reason the finishes that we've chosen are pretty opulent. Especially veneer plays a huge role in the interiors of this room, and we've chosen a amalgamation, a palette of different kinds of veneers, pretty much on the same color lines, but different textures of veneers in the same room. If you also look around the space, you will see a lovely veneered wall along with a ceramic jali. That's a handcrafted ceramic jali again. Then there is also a very ornate desk, a writing desk. It has a very vintage quality to it, like the rest of the house. And the next thing, of course, would be the upholstery and the kind of fabrics that we've chosen for this room. See, a master bedroom is the bedroom which gets occupied the most. And you need a very warm vibe to the space. So wooden flooring is a natural choice of flooring material. But we already had a lot of veneer in the room, so we needed to ensure that it doesn't become overwhelming. So we've chosen a lighter shade of wooden flooring so that the four-poster bed kind of stands out on that. To mute all this wood down, we've used a very contemporary light grey beige shade of wallpaper on the walls as well. It's neutral, very, very, very subtle, and kind of brings down the richness of the wood just a little bit. Because there was so much happening around us, we wanted to keep the ceiling a little simple, yet not make it look detached like it didn't belong to the room at all. So we've given it just a little wooden paneling in the center to kind of enhance the four-poster bed, and a little edging, a little molding on the rest of the ceiling, and that was it. It's not every day that you get to tell a story through architecture, and we've managed to do that. I think full credit to the client as well, because every project that you do is an amalgamation of an architect who's got a vision and a client who allows you to, take that vision to its completion. So I think that partnership has worked really well, and it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey on this project together.